Hello everyone, this is Amy from MoxieDori. I'm going to set up my September calendar and I am going to show you how I'm going to do it. So the tools I used were the brush lettering strips, the journal rule, the monthly maker, a micron, Faber-Castell Pitt pen, and the little leaf stencil. So I'm going to use the little leaf stencil to put some color as a background. I'm just going to lightly apply this color called the carved pumpkin into the maple leaf. I think I'm just going to use maple leaves for this. So I'll lightly apply that and then switch out to a little bit of red on the edges, and the red color is called Candy Apple. Both very pretty, very fall colors. So I will just randomly place a few maple leaves all in the background. I'm going to draw my monthly calendar over this, and I'm going to actually put a traditional calendar and a chronodex along the side on that floppy piece of paper on the left. I really enjoy using distressed inks in my journal because it provides some color without making the pages all wrinkly like watercolor does. Also, I'm using the Scribbles That Matter, and the color doesn't go through the paper, which is super nice. Just place a few here and there. The ink is a little messy, and you have to make sure you're careful with putting your hand in it or putting your fingers in it and then touching the paper. I'm guilty of this. This happens a lot for me. So there's the candy apple. And it's nice, those little daubers just store right in the bottom of these little minis. See, my hands got all dirty. Oh well, I'm not afraid to get dirty. So I will create the monthly calendar now using the monthly maker. I'm going to line it up. September's calendars is just a little goofy, and I like to do a Monday start, so that just made it even a little more challenging. As I mentioned, I'm going to do the chronodex, the vertical traditional bullet journal calendar on this flappy piece of paper on the left side. I'm hoping to be able to fold that over when I'm doing my weeklies and see my calendar as I go. I don't know, maybe it'll be redundant or maybe it'll be super helpful. We'll see. So I'm just tracing the lines that I see through the paper. And I'm going to do 5 days, so Wednesday through Sunday on the right side of the layout, and then Monday, Tuesday on the left side. I'm doing this so I had space for my chronodex. Oops, I used the wrong side of the tracing card. So there we have it. Sorry guys. It's real life. I love the monthly tracing card because there's just no more counting. I would always psych myself out and inevitably make a mistake. I like just having it all done for me so I can just trace it. Make sure that you're always pulling your pencil toward you or your pen toward you. You just have a lot more control. So the straight edge I'm using is the MoxieDori journal rule. And it's great because it has the boxes numbered, and also it helps you split the pages into different numbers of boxes. It ranges from 2 to 7 boxes. All the divisions are right there in the center. It's a great little tool at a great price, I have to add. So I'll just write down my days, and then I'll move on to the other side. So I'll line it all up and continue to make the last 2 days of the week, Monday, Tuesday. I love how pen goes right over the distressed ink. It's a very subtle ink, and it doesn't take away from the black pen markings. So there's the structure. I'll go ahead and put the days of the week, and I'm not going to number all of the days on camera because that would be terribly boring for you. Ooh, looks like I got some red ink on there, so I'll just have to cover up that mistake with even more ink. Woohoo! There we go. Pretty, pretty. So I just took a piece of dot grid from a Rodea A5 notepad I had and washi taped it right on there. Kind of like a Dutch door kind of idea, but I don't know, it's like an add-on. I just added on paper, and then when I'm doing my weeklies, I'm going to use this little flap so that I can see my schedule as I'm making my weeklies, if that makes sense. So I just did a traditional, 1 through 30. This is the days of September. And then right beside it, I just put the first letter for each day with a line in between Sunday and Monday. Lastly, I'm going to write September. I'm going to do it on the bottom. And I think I'm going to use this really dark purple Tombow marker. So the marker I'm using, I will link below, but it is color number 636, deep purple. So how you use the tracing brush lettering tracing strips is that you just put them right behind the paper, and you can see the letters through, and you just trace them. Just make sure that the lettering strip is perfectly vertical, lining up with the dots on either side so that your letters are straight up and down. It's fairly easy to do because of the dot grid. Right here I'm going to have to freehand the E because it won't go in the crease there. I just love the way that purple looks with the orange. These lettering strips are great for people who are learning how to brush letter but aren't quite there. So there we have it, my September calendar.